Or if we do yell them, we have to yell them through the loudspeaker.
Yeah.
It's just embarrassing.
That's a good way to do it, though.
I'm going to do that next time.
Yeah, definitely put someone on the spot. Blow them up over it.
Mr. E, stop spamming buttons.
All right. Enough of that. The only place I want to see buttons spammed is in this set. I don't even want to see
We're going to see a lot of
else.
buttons spammed here between Balrog, and we're going to see the spamming here from Dhalsim here with those teleports.
So let's see where we go. HamBam versus LuckyD. This is loser's bracket.
Good
One of these
dash back
beasts
there.
are not going to make it, man. Now I got to ask you, while this opens itself up, who do you think is winning out in here? You think HamBam's going to take it over, or is LuckyD's
To be honest, I think LuckyD has a good shot at taking this one here. I think his play today has been super clean. I haven't had a chance to watch much of HamBam myself today, but I think right now in this first round here, LuckyD is putting it all on the table and he's getting a lot done. But it all remains to be seen on whether or not HamBam is going to be able to keep the resources available to make all those big plays happen. Oh, good read.
Ooh.
That was interesting.
Filthy teleport mix. So it's going to continue LuckyD's pressure, but HamBam not out of the woods just yet. Still got plenty of damage on the board. Still trying to figure out what he's going to do, and he's got LuckyD in the corner. Can HamBam turn this around? No, it's going to be the reversal. All right. These Titans still trying to go back and forth with what they're doing, and it's going to be HamBam who's going to take the first blood in the first round.
And a good turnaround there from HamBam. What looked like LuckyD's round was slowly pulled away from him. I think LuckyD, if he wants to win this one here, he's got to stick to his guns here and make sure that he's forcing his opponent to play his game and not the other way around.
This is what I was talking about earlier when we were talking about like aspects of the players, and I was mentioning HamBam's patience. It's not just the fact that he can wait around with Balrog. It's the fact that like he's standing in the face of his opponent, blocking what he needs to, and he's looking to just poke away without extending too deep. And in doing so with Balrog, like you're reminding your opponent that you can still just play them in neutral. You can still outplay them. But that's all LuckyD's doing to HamBam in this round.
That's exactly what happened in 30 seconds there. LuckyD put down the damage and took the round.
Yo, solid low pokes, man. Gotta watch your blocks on this guy. Like, LuckyD has an impressive amount of mix-up play into his Dhalsim. I feel like that's kind of the nature of the character, though. Like, you need to be slippery with what you're doing. Like, this character is strange by all accounts. So, keeping your opponent consistently on their toes is what's going to be making the character even more effective. Because you can only get so far on the gimmick of playing an obscure character.
Here comes the critical art. Here's this going to connect. It is.
Yo, Balrog got hit in the hood.
Balrog committed to an EX move and unfortunately got blown up for it.
He was too tall for it. If he just went to continue poking, force him in the corner, have ducked for any reason, he would not have had to worry about that.
That is just them the breaks, as they say.
That's a rough life to live, but LuckyD's taking that game one, and he is not stopping there. Pressure continuing to build up. We've got HamBam in the corner. That stun meter looking kind of thick, man. It's growing.
All right, it's going back down, though. He's okay. Dhalsim's game doesn't really focus around getting you stunned. It focuses on getting you just hit with a lot of beefy normals.
And LuckyD does a fine job of doing that. He's consistently keeping in par with the damage and forcing a good amount of pressure.
Good stutter step there. Combos with the EX rush down there. And HamBam will take that round.
Put him in the log.
Stops that air approach there.
Man, jump-ins in Street Fighter V are hilarious. Anyways, a very little silly start to the game, but both these players are still raring to go. Guns blazing. HamBam not letting off the gas from earlier on. And the damage that he's able to put out without like committing too heavily is just awe-inspiring. It's so dangerous, man. This is what Balrog brings to the table.
And he's got meter to work with, too. An almost fully loaded V-trigger. He's going to spend the meter, though. I don't know about that, but he's going to end up cashing out on this. LuckyD not blocking the approach.
I mean, he's got spend your resources, man. He's got them.
He got put in the log, he got put in the tomb, and Balrog takes the game.
Coast to coast. That was an ass whooping that took 3 time zones.
That is true.
Or 4 if you count.
Now, all right. Both players jumping right back in. Game 3.
Rush it. Press a button. Do it. Do it. Press more buttons. Let me see that pressure.
I don't know. LuckyD not looking too sharp at the start of this round here, but he gets a good conversion here. Gets the teleport and the grab. Resets everything back to neutral. Oh, man.
Oh,
that is disgusting.
Such good projectile pressure from LuckyD. Hangman's got, he can only hold that damage, man.
HamBam got to be careful here.
How's that for careful? He's rushing right into it.
He doesn't have the meter to close it up, but it doesn't matter. LuckyD unable to stop that string.
You know, it's something worth noting of HamBam as a player is that he's very consistent with how he tries to mix up his opponents. Like, whether or not he's in the middle of mixing up or he's just going to keep doing it. The no mix-up is so strong on Balrog.
Great punish there with the EX rush down there.
There's such a strong call out on the teleport, too. LuckyD's very movement is being challenged by HamBam. That's so threatening to a player like LuckyD who's gotten so far of being able
HamBam just got baited on with that air fireball drop there from LuckyD.
Oof.
LuckyD's got to get out of the corner.
HamBam's forcing him to stay there. Someone's got to charge their controller, though. Duck just a little too low.
HamBam could have closed the round there with that whipped grab, but missed the opportunity. But finds another one and closes out. HamBam up 2-1. He needs to win one more to move on.
He forced Lucky into that corner. He made that man pay rent. He was sitting there for so long. Like, there's nothing you can really do about that.
I mean, the guy got squatters' rights. I mean, it takes six months to get him out of there. So, I mean, don't worry, he's got time.
There was no squatters' rights enforced here. The man got beat for staying there that long. Either way, rolling into a position where HamBam can take this over LuckyD.
I said earlier that LuckyD was looking really good, but HamBam doing well to adapt to his opponent's play style here and finding opportunities here and optimal punishes.
He's a man possessed, and he's doing great with keeping with the pressure onto LuckyD, forcing LuckyD to play things a bit more conventionally, which, you know, blow for blow, Balrog's going to win that out, especially as damage is concerned. But LuckyD finds the spacing. He's able to play the game that he wants.
Well, here's the thing. LuckyD just slid in there. Set himself up to get punished there by Balrog, and now he's going to sit down here on tournament point here.
LuckyD's got to remember the character he's playing because he's trying to match out Balrog in a battle of blows for blows, and you're not going to be able to go blow for blow with Boxer like that.
Well, Dhalsim has to just work on his spacing. He's got to keep Balrog away from him. I don't know why he's sliding in there.
He's trying to force.
He's trying to find something cheeky, I know, but
he's like trying to force a reaction out of HamBam.
He's trying to find something like that. Like, and if he can get that, it's positive in his favor every time. Gets the B trigger, forces a little bit of mix up there, gets the throw, closes the round. LuckyD looking alive.
That's the thing, though. LuckyD, he needs those plays. He needs situations where he's going to set up extremely difficult to block setups. But if he's not able to get that, what's he going to sit on?
Oh, great juggle there with the fireballs. Gets a good chunk of damage down on HamBam. Reset spacing.
That's the important aspect. LuckyD needs to remember that he can back up, force the approach, force the situation from a distance.
Has to respect the fact that Balrog's got meter, stuffs it.
Literally just slapped his knees. Hold on, watch himself with the reversal too. And LuckyD looking like he's back in form now.
He's got no meter to work with us, so he has to be careful. Has to keep that in mind. Balrog has one bar and V trigger to work with. So if he gets a confirm here, that's a lot of damage. Here it comes. No, not quite, but he gets the throw there. Goes to the overhead, V trigger to make it safe. V reversal to reset spacing, but Balrog back in there.
Ooh!
Wow. And that is gonna do for that game. An impressive finish.
Very much so. LuckyD staying alive.
Fully understanding the capabilities of your kit will help you get to the win.
But we are going to character select for this game.
I don't know if we're going to see character switches per se, but maybe.
V-trigger switch,
Just
possibly.
maybe a V-trigger switch, maybe just to slow down the pace. That last game had pacing that was very much in the favor of Dhalsim.
Now my question is, yeah,
V-trigger
okay.
2, no change.
Very interesting. All right. A little bit of time. I guess it buys HamBam some time. Gives him a bit of a moment to
And
breathe.
that's the thing is, in an extended set, you want to have as much time as you can to think about what you're going to do next.
Absolutely. And into it they go for a very patient start to it. LuckyD trying to take advantage of the fact that he's got those long-reaching normals. He's got the ways to be able to play around his opponent from a distance. He needs to take advantage of that here if he wants to take the set over HamBam. Because this is what happens when you step up onto Balrog.
All right, spends the meter, gets the damage in, looking good for HamBam.
You know, just as things look good for HamBam, he always extends himself just a little too far, and it's just the moment that LuckyD is looking for. But that's the kind of hit that HamBam is looking for, and that's why that round one is going to go in his favor.
All right, HamBam looking pretty to advance onto losers semis if he can win this round here. Trading blows here, everything blocked.
And a very simple call out on the teleport. HamBam really trying to keep things centered. He's not trying to fall into any shenanigans that LuckyD can set up. However, the battle is very slowly moving itself towards the corner with HamBam in control. If he can keep it like that, this could be the end of the set.
Could be, but both players here are very hesitant to make a hard commitment either way here. Here comes, oh, I thought that was LuckyD about to just go all in on HamBam, but it didn't happen. HamBam dumping the bank account right here.
Going for all the damage. He's going to be able to swing and continue it all and end the set.
That's the thing with Balrog. If you have the meter, you always have the ability to put more damage out.
Just cash it in, man.